bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is a special presentation of Comcast Newsmakers Campaign 2006.
Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Laurel Hess and this is Comcast Newsmakers. Our topic today is the 2006 elections. Here to discuss it with us is the Republican candidate for the 14th Congressional District, Chad Miles. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Where exactly is the 14th District?
The 14th District is in Wayne County. It's Highland Park, Hamtramck, half of Detroit, east side of Dearborn, and then a swath of the downriver area. So it goes all the way from Melvindale, Allen Park, all the way down to Gibraltar and Grosse Ile.
Wow, quite a diverse county.
Yes, extremely.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. What's your background and what made you decide to run for this seat?
I'm 35 years old. I've been married for 13 years. I have 3 children. We're expecting our 4th child at the end of November. I'm a military veteran. I spent 7 years in the Army. 2 of those years were overseas in 4 different countries. And I am a technology consultant by profession.
So what made you decide then to possibly give all this up and run for office?
After September 11th, my views changed as far as the world goes, and I determined that I needed to get more involved in politics. So I went back to school in 2003 to pursue a political science degree at the University of Michigan Dearborn. And at the time, I wasn't really sure of what I was going to do with that degree. I had no intention, believe it or not, of being a candidate. But as things progressed and really the 2004 election made me decide to run as a candidate, I thought the tone and the political debate, I think, reached a level of rhetoric that I thought was very unfortunate. So I decided to run as a candidate to hopefully go to Washington, D.C. and bring back a sense of leadership to this position and a sense of really cooperation that's missing right now.
What would be your #1 priority if elected? What do you think is the biggest challenge and issue right now? What's your agenda?
The economy is very important, and education, and the two are connected. I don't think you can really separate the two. So it would be education, economy, and then homeland security or defense issues.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the economy. What do you think needs to be done right now to turn the economy around, especially right here in Michigan, where, of course, we are slagging behind the rest of the country?
Yeah, one of the things that needs to happen is, specifically in Detroit and Metro Detroit, is you need to make this area attractive for investment. You need to make the area attractive for young professionals to move here and live here, and that goes with the education system. It needs to be a system where people want to move to and have their children participate in that. And also, you need to make this area a place where young people, after they graduate from U of M Dearborn, U of D, where they want to stay and not move to a different state because of the lack of opportunities that are here.
What about the auto industry and certainly our struggling manufacturers? Do you think that the federal government should be taking a greater role in trying to help them, revive them, get them back on the right track?
I would like to see the governor actually take a more active role in the automotive industry. And then if the governor determines that we need federal help for the automotive industry, then I think the federal government should step in and help. Whether that's warranted or not, I'm not sure. Like I said, I think the governor needs to participate a little more in that.
What about alternative fuels? Do you see that as a viable future for possibly at least helping in a big way our economy here in Michigan?
Yeah, I think as far as our energy strategy goes, we need to have a short-term strategy and a long-term strategy. Short term, we need to drill more. I think domestically, we need to explore alternative fuels such as E85 ethanol, short term. But long term, I think we need to look at alternative forms of energy like hydrogen and other things like that.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Today's Comcast Newsmaker was the Republican candidate for the 14th Congressional District, Chad Miles.
This has been a special presentation of Comcast Newsmakers Campaign 2006. Now, back to CNN Headline News.